speculations that, Abure himself now is being sponsored by the opposition, knowing that, I think I should put the question this way. Many people, the question is, we understand that the Labour Party at the moment will be stronger if everybody is working together with Peter Obi present. At least you have a governor from Abia State. Most of your members at the national level at the assembly have all decamped. So the question for many people, or the rationale, is why are they fighting then? Why not somebody just say, okay, we think we'll be stronger like this for the purpose of the generality of the party, let's make compromises and come to agreement. Why continue with the fight?
Okay, first of all, Abure is not the one that started the fight. Secondly, Abure is ever ready and has extended hands to Peter Obi and the electorate to come to a round table so that they can discuss and make compromises here and there, but they have not made themselves available. Thirdly, and very importantly, Abure is not being sponsored by anybody, be it APC, be it Tinubu, be it anybody. Those are falsehoods and blackmail leveled against him. You know, in Nigeria, they say when you want to kill a dog, you give the dog a bad name so that you justify killing the dog. Please discountenance that blackmail and falsehood and propaganda against Abure.
It's difficult in Nigerian politics because Nigerians have seen these things happen in the politics over and over, and there's no smoke without fire.
I am telling you as an insider, a state chairman who is not just a state chairman but very close to Abure, he is not being sponsored by anybody. There is no such thing. Mm-hmm. Those who want to push him out and hijack the party deliberately planted that narrative in the public domain. And unfortunately, we run a system where people don't verify. Once it is said, you are a thief, they will look for tire and fuel and set you ablaze without interrogating the allegation to know whether it is true or false.
Okay. So does this mean that the obedient movement, do you think it still has the momentum? Because, they're reconstituting the obedient movement, and some people think that, it doesn't have that momentum and might not even make any impact in the coming election. What's your take on it?
Number one is that all of us are obedient. I am obedient, fully obedient, and I want to believe you are also obedient.
I'm not a politician. I'm not in a party. It doesn't concern me what you do. No. As a Nigerian, I would have candidates if I'm to vote, and I would look at who to vote for, whether obedient or not. I don't think I would want to put myself as under any tag.
Obedience actually is a phenomenon that represents quest for good governance. It goes beyond party platform. I don't know whether you are with me.
The narrative is that many obedients are just on social media. They only just rant on social media, do on social media, but not on the ground.
I don't agree with that. I just told you that I am obedient. And I know that a lot of people who I know and are voters and voted are obedient. Let us clear the air here. Some persons are using that narrative to achieve their own selfish interests. I will not want to speak on the reconstitution of obedient movement because I'm not in the leadership of obedient movement. I am in the leadership of Labour Party, so I can say what I know.
But you are obedient, so it will mean that you are part of the obedient movement.
Not in the leadership. See, the problem we had is that in 2023 election, when His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi entered Labour Party, the entirety of Labour Party embraced him whole and entire. We made enormous sacrifices for him, unconditionally and selfless sacrifices for him. We embraced him. But so many of the people who came with him, so many of the people who were supporting him at that time said that they are not members of Labour Party. And they worked against Labour Party's interests and candidates in various elections. They were very clear that their interest is just PO. But for us, Labour Party, we embrace PO, whole and entire. This dichotomy, they started creating this dichotomy from the beginning. All of a sudden, after the election, the same persons who said that they were only obedient but not Labour Party, turned around and want to hijack the leadership of Labour Party that they say they are not members of. While we, Labour Party members and officers, they are Labour Party officers and obedient. They say they are only obedient, they are not Labour Party members. And now they want to hijack the party that they are not members of. Take, for instance, Nanadi Usman, that they are parading up and down as the caretaker committee of their own town hall meeting, is not a registered and card-carrying member of Labour Party. And so the same thing with some of the key functionaries in the obedience movement are not card-carrying members of Labour Party. And they made it very clear from day one that they have no business with Labour Party. All of a sudden, you want to hijack the party.
All right, let's take a few questions from the listeners. I'm sure they have quite a lot to ask. Meanwhile, what do you think the obedient movement being reconstituted, would it have any effect or impact in the 2027 election, or have the will died down following the turnout of the last election? There were many people who said they were never going to think about voting again or participating in the electoral process because of how the last election turned out. They, in their opinion, did not think that things went fairly or smoothly, and that has been the reason why some people are contemplating the next election. So would the obedient movement work? 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0007. Those are the numbers for you to call to join the conversation this morning. Again, 0817-923-0007, 0817-923-0002. When you come on, please just go straight to your question or make your contribution so we can take can attend to as many as possible. Dakuku, please call back. I think we interrupted your call unintentionally. So please, Dakuku, if you hear me, call back. Muriel in Okrika, let's start with you. Good morning.
Hi, Femi, good morning.
All right, Muriel, go on, please.
Woman. I greet your guest as well. Firstly, let me say I love Peter Obi and I love what he stands for. I love his personality, but I am not an obedient. And there are so many of us that are like that. But I want to ask your guest, can you tell us one or two of Peter Obi's grievance against the party? Because clearly he loves the party and he sees it as a platform, where he can soar. But what can you tell us one or two of what Peter Obi is angry about, concerning the party? And what is the rift between him and Abure? Can you tell us clearly?
All right.
And what about the chairperson in River State? Our most amiable Hilda Dokubo. If only we can know her stance because there are Labour Party members in this state, and clearly they are just standing on one foot. They don't have a clear stance. So can you just tell me what is the grievance and what are the steps? You just say they invited this. No, you don't just invite. That they should come. What are the persons? Who are the persons that you brought? That will stand and intercede or talk about these things, because you cannot just call people and maybe there are people that are sympathetic with you are there. Who are the persons that are supposed to be responsible to sort out these differences?
All right.
I really want to know what is the.
Let's go to a chair then. Dakuku, good morning.
Hello, it's Andrew. Good morning.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Dakuku. Oh my goodness, I think we lost a call from Dakuku there. All right, let's allow you respond to the first caller, Mr. Callistus, if you can hear us.
Okay, thank you so much.
I just respond to the first question first.
Let me start from River State. I didn't get her very, very well, but I know she mentioned the name of our state chairman, Honorable Mrs. Hilda Dokubo. That is the state chairman of Labour Party on record in River State. There is no other state chairman of the party in River State except Honorable Hilda Dokubo. I want to confirm that as a state chairman from Imo State, a member of National Executive Council of our party. Then the second angle of her question, she was asking, what are the grievances of His Excellency Peter Obi? I am not His Excellency Peter Obi, so I may not be in the position to answer that question. How I wish he is available on this program to answer that question. But I'm aware that in all his interviews and utterances on media, he has not said his grievances till today.
Okay.
As a journalist, you can verify that.
All right. Let's go.
We have provided a platform to sit with him so that we know what the grievances are.
Okay.
But we have not been able to do that.
All right, let's take more calls then. Leighton Barry from Barr, good morning.
Good morning, Ihejiagwa.
All right, go on.
Good morning to the resource person.
Good morning, sir.
Ihejiagwa, with the explanation of your guest this morning, the kind of politics that is being played at the national, which you can see, Atiku is also forming a coalition to see how they can defeat Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Well, for me, the effort is a trial, but I see that those efforts will just end in futility. Because why? Up till now, the PDP and the Labour Party are lacking ground to actually say what have they done to put themselves together to ensure that 2027 will not be a lost faith to them again. Because they all end up complaining about politics that is being played in APC. That APC is the one plotting against them and all that. Politics is everywhere, even in this studio. In this studio, where we call, where they select those who call, like for me, who is from the APC.
Leighton Barry, you said they don't pick your call, so how come you are on air now, Leighton Barry?
It is happening here.
Leighton Barry.
Because we see what we went through in this state. For you to call there.
All right, I have to interrupt you first because you don't want me to talk. Leighton Barry, you said they don't pick your call, but you are talking on the show, so I'm confused. Very confused. I'll come to your later respond to that. But let's Obed from GRA quickly. Let's hear you. Good morning.
Good morning, Andrew.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
Yes, Andrew. I think your guest is making some kind of statements that is not going down well with will obedient group. If you say P2B doesn't make much impact in Labour Party, I think you're being economic with the truth. Because we knew what happened in 2023. Some of us were outside about 3 a.m. to ensure that we protect the vote of Labour Party. You understand? As an obedient. So you can't come out and say that where were Labour Party before 2023? You understand? How many Senate seats have they won? How many House of Rep seats have Labour Party won? What my advice to be, if Labour Party is not trying not to accommodate him, let him find another platform, and obedient we're going to follow him,
right.
And let's see what become of Labour Party. You understand? So that's just the thing.
All right, Femi from Eche. We lost the call from Femi. All right, Mr. Callistus, in under 2 minutes, let's just get your final thoughts. Or in under a minute, we're already out of time.
You see the problem we have. The last caller, you see how he deliberately quoted me wrongly. I have never, remember, I even emphasized that we can never deny the impact, monumental impact, that His Excellency P.O.B. made in Labour Party. I said it here very clearly. And look at him now misinterpreting me. That one is one. Then secondly, on the issue of obedient movement, I was also very clear and emphatic on that. I even told you that I am obedient and a full member of obedient movement. But the truth of the matter is that some persons don't want to sit down to understand what the real issues are. We are talking about party politics. And party politics all over the world, party is supreme. If they continue like this and push P2B to another party, which they are pushing him, I sympathize with him because he's under serious pressure.
Okay.
If they continue like this and push him to another party, the same thing that is happening in Labour Party will start happening in less than 2 months after he goes into that party. A situation where you have total disregard for the leadership of the party, a situation where you have total disregard for the constitution of the party.
All right, Mr. Callistus, we get the point. We have to wrap it up here because we're already out of time, unfortunately. We have to say thank you. Hopefully, we have you on the show many more times in the future to discuss these issues and other issues that concern your party. Well, thank you for joining us.
I really appreciate it.
All right, thank you. All right, you can listen to the whole conversation again on Facebook at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. We go for a commercial now. Good morning.